What's happening, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and today let's talk more about pricing. So this video right here is going to be like a follow-up video to the last one that I posted about pricing. There's a lot of confusion in the comments, a lot of people complaining in the comments, and a lot of questions. One of the common questions was, how do you explain to clients and customers your printing process? Now, what you guys have to remember is, outside of selling t-shirts, what we're actually selling is our services. We're selling our services to the customer. Whether you're printing for another clothing brand, whether you're printing for a family reunion, car club, you're just printing t-shirts for somebody's business, whatever you're doing. If you're printing t-shirts for somebody, you're selling your services. Outside of selling t-shirts, you're selling your services. So what you have to do as the business owner is be fully confident in your services. If you're not confident in your services, you're gonna let the client walk all over you. That's when you're gonna start letting the client lowball you, because if they sense that you're not confident in your own services, why the hell should they work with you? You see what I'm saying? If you're not even confident in it, then they're not going to be confident in using your services. You see what I mean? So that's why we do stuff like wash tests. That's why we do stuff like finding out the best settings for our press and the transfers that we use. All of that is done to help build our confidence in what we're actually offering. So we know the quality that we offer, so we can stand behind our work, and we know that our work is solid. So some people were in the comments asking like, well, how do I explain a gang sheet to my customer? Or how do I explain what I'm doing to a customer? You really don't have to explain all that as long as you can sell your services. What's your services? I print t-shirts. Do they need to know how the sausage is made? If you want to explain all that to them, cool. But if you're fully confident in what you can offer, so be it. So something that I personally like to do is, anytime that I'm talking to a new client, talking to a customer about printing t-shirts, is like to show them samples of what the finished product would look like. So obviously I offer a few different transfer companies. If somebody's looking for a single shirt that I could do with HTV, I'm going to show them what HTV on a t-shirt looks like. If somebody wants a single color design, I'm going to show them what a single color design looks like. Multicolor design, I'm going to show them what it looks like on the t-shirt, so they have a better understanding of what the finished product would look like for them. So I keep samples. This little square thing down here, I keep t-shirts of the different transfers that I use on t-shirts, so when I do have clients, I can be like, oh look, you're just looking for one or two shirts, single color, this is what the print will look like. So then I pull it out, I'm like, this is what the print will look like, this is what it'll feel like. Let them touch it, let them stretch it, let them do whatever they want. So this helps build the confidence between you and your customer, right? Or let's say that I'm offering puff and they're like, man, I've never even seen puff before. Or if they came to me and say, can you do puff? I'm like, yeah, this is what it'll look like. Here's the puff. This is what it looks like. This is what it feels like. This is what I can offer you, so they can see it, feel it. They understand what it is. They don't have to know that you're cutting it off of vinyl. They don't have to know all that. All they care about is the finished product. Same exact thing goes for single color stuff. So here's a single color shirt. Here's a single color shirt. This is what white looks like. This is what a dark print on a light color t-shirt would look like. Feel it, stretch it, touch it, do whatever. I keep these folded up right here. Also, this works because they want to know what t-shirt I'm printing on. Here it goes. This is all style. This is what it feels like. When they want to know about gradients or multicolor prints and stuff like that, then I could show them that. This is what it looks like. This is what the gradient looks like. This is what the print will look like. This is what it looks like on an all style t-shirt. This is what your print could look like on your own t-shirt as the finished product. The customer doesn't have to know about the gang sheet. The customer doesn't have to know about what transfer company you're using. You're not tricking them. If they wanted to know, you could tell them. I'm upfront with a lot of my clients. If they ask, I explain the process to them. If they don't ask, I don't explain the process to them. Majority of my customers don't care about the process. All they care about is their t-shirts being done on time, and that's all. So for the people that were concerned about explaining stuff to customers or explaining stuff to clients and trying to convince them why heat press is better than screen printed transfer, you don't got to do all that. If your customer is going to be a headache like that right out the gate, I wouldn't even take that client on. Remember, you're in charge of your own business. You have the right to refuse the services. You have the right to refuse any type of transaction with anybody. You could be like, hey, you know what? I don't like your attitude. I don't want to work with you. Hey, you're asking for too much. I don't want to work with you. You have the ability to do that. A lot of people don't want to push away the work, but sometimes pushing away work and losing out on money is worth not having those headaches. Because I've dealt with some asshole customers before, and I choose not to take on those jobs. The money could be really good, but also my mental health is worth a lot more than some money to me. You know what I mean? So if you're still confused about this, let's say you're gonna get your car washed. before the person washes your car. Maybe you're getting somebody to fully detail your car. Maybe you're going to a drive-through car wash. Maybe you're going to any car wash. Do you ask the person washing your car what kind of soap you use? What kind of microfiber towels? What brand of microfiber towels are you using to wash my car? What kind of soap you got in there? What are you going to use to clean my windows with? Do you ask all those questions? No, because you're paying for the service, right? That car wash company, the detail business, is confident in their services and say, hey, it's gonna cost this much for me to fully detail your car. You look at some of their work, like, oh shit, yeah, that's cool. You gotta remember that that business owner, that detail business guy, has washed his car 1,000,000 times to figure out what works best for him, what soaps work best for him, what detail spray, what microfiber towels work, how not to get marring and swirling on your cars and scratch your paint up and all that. They've done all that prior to offering their services to you. A good business owner would do that, and majority of these guys do it. But you, as the consumer, you never ask those questions. So there's nothing different about what we're doing for other people. You know what I mean? If I asked a detail shop owner, hey, what kind of soap you guys use? What kind of stuff do you use? I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have an issue explaining to me the process. But at the same exact time, if they're confident in their business, I'm confident in the work that they put out because I've seen some of their work. Solid. I'm gonna go with them, no questions asked. Same exact goes for you and your business, right? You go and buy a pizza. Are you asking them, hey man, what kind of dough you using? What kind of sauce you using over here? What brand of mozzarella are you putting on that pizza? No, you buying with confidence. You buying the pizza from them and you're paying for their service to make the pizza for you. See what I mean? When you're doing this, it's all about the confidence that you have in your product. When it comes to pricing, when it comes to production, when it comes to the quality of your work. When you go buy a pizza, you don't go to that pizza spot and be like, hey, make my pizza like this other pizza place. That's the same thing like when people say, hey, screen printing's better than heat transfers or whatever it is, right? If they wanted their shit screen printed, you don't offer screen printing, tell them go to the screen print shop. If they're not giving you a chance, or if they don't want to work with you because of your processes, you gonna switch up? No, you don't have to sit there and try to convince them why what you do is better than whatever they're used to. Be confident in your work. Your confidence will show through. Your confidence will speak for itself, believe it or not. Hopefully this helps somebody out. The questions in the comments were mind-blowing to me. And I understand there's a lot of really hard clients to deal with. A lot of times these clients come from never having t-shirts printed ever, and they only know of one thing, or they've heard of one thing. Instead of explaining the printing process, show them samples. Look, this is what I can make for you. This is what I could do for you. This is what single color looks like. This is what a one-off t-shirt would look like. This single color print right here, I would need 24 minimum. This multicolored print right here, I would need 24 minimum. This is what it would look like on a black t-shirt. This is what the gradients look like. Having this kind of stuff on hand helps the selling process, where you don't have to explain yourself, because now you're showing them your work, what you can offer, and this shows the confidence in your work and in your business. All right, this is what I do. Get new clients coming in. Sometimes somebody might say, hey man, so-and-so got a t-shirt from you before. I just want to know if you can make me a t-shirt, me and my wife's shirts for our anniversary or for our Disneyland trip or whatever it is. Oh, you guys just need 1 or 2 shirts. This is what it's going to look like. And I'll show them a t-shirt with the HTV on it. Up to them to say yes or no. Well, why does this print look different than this print? That's because this one right here is a 24 minimum. This one's a 48 minimum. You just want 1 or 2 t-shirts. This is what 1 or 2 t-shirts would look like. See what I mean? Help build that confidence by testing out all your transfers, testing out your heat transfer vinyl, finding the best settings for your stuff, so that way you know what to offer your customers and you know what to talk about with your customers, and it'll eliminate the explaining that comes with difficult customers. All right, if you got any questions, leave it in the comments. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, BigBrando TV. Catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.